Customer states dragging noise under car. Their shock is not only completely broken, but stuck inside of their wheel. Never seen that before.
Just came in for 4 new tires because it hit a pothole. What the kind of pothole does that happen to? All around.
Customer states my wheel bearing went out, and then this happened. The fact that they kept driving on it even after the tyre had blown up is absolutely insane.
So I was told to remove that coolant tank and a hose. Look over here, I had seen an icicle. I wasn't connected. Completely froze. Ice in the coolant tank.
Customer states they started their car and then one of the headlights caught on fire.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh, bro, what do you got there?
I don't know. We're just
An
gonna.
obstruction? Oh, that looks like
Oh.
that was
Oh.
my bad. We should have done this last time it was in.
Just drain the metal so it works.
Customer complains of loud knocking.
Let's see, let's get its range of motion. Okay, we got from there to there.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
On today's episode of How Up is Up, that's up.
This customer requested an alignment and said the vehicle pulls in both directions while driving.
Yeah, but that's your oil dipstick, and we're getting straight coolant, and you're yeah, not good.
Customer said that it's got a puncture on it. Don't think so.
This customer had a wheel alignment done and took it to this mechanic as they knew something was wrong. Both the bottom ball joints were like this.
Hey guys, got a question. Should I be able to do this? Oh. Is that normal? Huh?
I think I found the problem.
This customer put gas into their diesel engine and drove it till it stopped. They're so lucky the whole thing didn't end up catching on fire, but either way, it's going to be written off.
(2010) F350. Customer states, no brakes.
Yeah, I think you got that right on the money, bud. Yep, no brakes.
Okay, this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what came out. Yep.
Customer stated they just slightly hit a curb and then the rim exploded. I don't know about you guys, but I think they aren't telling the full truth. This 2017 Impala was towed in after Pet Boys blew the engine while doing a fuel service. This Nissan Navara was stolen, but had no power after being recovered. I think we figured out why. This mechanic may have waited a little too long to replace the wheel bearing on their car.
Yeah, I'm a truck. I'm normal. Everything about me is normal.
Customer states they were just driving along the highway when it made a loud bang and lost power.
Alright boys and girls, this is what happens when you don't take care of your suspension. I'll go to the other side real quick. Ready? Oh yeah, that's what you want right there.
This customer had been driving his Ford Fusion with completely busted front suspension for many months and refused repairs every time it came in. They finally brought it in for repairs, and this is how bad it was, alongside many other issues.
Customer states I'm not that far over on my oil change. Only 3,000 miles over.
The salesman thought this trade-in just had a bad shock. This customer stated their crankshaft counterweight fell off while they were plowing.
That's not supposed to happen.
He was using well.
Customer states just change the oil. I don't need all the extra stuff.
Customer came in for a loose bearing and alignment check. There's only one lug nut and one stud.
You can see there's a problem there. What else we got? Oh yeah. That's not right. There we go. There's the other bolt. There's the that's not the way it's supposed to sit.
Mechanic left the new guy to do these front shocks and it returned the next day looking like this. This vehicle barely even made it into the shop. As you can see, only one lug nut is holding the whole wheel on.
This is lifted straight, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but that cradle's kind of falling out here. We got that going on there, and then we come to this side, we got that going on there. Oh no. And then we got going back here, we got that going on there, and then we come over here, and we got what we got up here, we got those over there, and then we come down here. What we got here, we got that guy there. Out of there. Then we go over here, we get that guy over there.
The owner of this 2013 Kia came in complaining about a ticking noise coming from the engine. It only had 110,000 miles, but as you can see, the engine is ruined.
Yeah, but this slab is where you don't check it.
This mechanic got caught out in his own vehicle when his clutch slave cylinder left him stuck on the side of the road. This vehicle came to this mechanic shop after failing an inspection elsewhere, and as you can see, had a ton of terrifying rust damage throughout.
Hey, check this out, it's a hearse. Look at the tires. Nice, pristine condition. Oh, what is that? What is that?
Customer states, I think you guys are trying to upsell me. The car's not that old.
Over.
This vehicle was bottoming out when going over bumps and was making an insane amount of noise. It turns out this leaf spring had broken in half.
All right.
Customer states just fix the wiring so the rear lights work. It shouldn't be legal to allow them to drive around a vehicle this bad.
This right here, OEM Plus.
Factory. This is for heat dissipation. Performance.
I can put my finger in it.
I want to see what the inside of the rotor is.
You can.
Let's play a fun game called What Was in My Oil Pan? Any guesses?
And first thing I see, all of it's tapped it with a mallet. Why were we driving on this?
The charge cooler failed on this vehicle, leading to oil mixing with coolant and making this mess.
we got a vehicle in. Engine no power. Just me being me. I go to check the air filter. I think I found out why we have no power.
Customer states their clutch isn't fully disengaging.
Okay, so that is a bearing that spun on the crank. Yeah.
This customer had just bought this Tahoe that had been sitting and was complaining about always needing to put coolant into it.
You got some cords and a very, very level tread. Complaining about a noise in the right rear wheel. Well, we got it apart and there's just a little bit of damage to the parking brake. You see, we had a bit of a hard time getting the rotor off, right? Rotor's not too bad, but you know, there's really a deep lip in there. That's actually the best of it. The rest is right here. I've never seen a parking brake explode this bad.
Customer states, I only need an oil change. Don't try to upsell me.
Customer states slight vibration at 5 miles an hour.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's an old blowed up Subaru. That has not been here. Jiggly jiggly. The Legacy, that Outback.
A customer ran this I-30 low on oil, and as you can hear, she developed a bit of a knock. Customer states, it ran the last time I started it, but failed to mention that it shut itself off.
So, got a 2020 Silverado in for a check engine light. Goes for an ambient air temp sensor. And on these, the temp sensor is in the mirror. I wonder what the issue is.
Remember, fellas, don't buy flooded vehicles. Nothing. Nada. $15,000 repair. Oh boy.
Somehow this customer put this vehicle into first gear while driving down a hill, causing this absolute carnage to the engine.